Are You Hungry is an online-based Chinese cuisine restaurant located in the UK. Our family has 5 creative members, and here you can choose whatever you want. Today, we're going to introduce the business model, the value of IT, selection issues, database diagram, SQL query, and dashboard.
First, I will introduce the business model of the company for you from those aspects. First is about the type. Initially, Are You Hungry will be invested by 5 stockholders merely, and the first shop will be operated in Guildford, Surrey. Customer segmentation. Are You Hungry will target on university students because they are central computer users and have less time to cook. Next, let's go through the costs of the company. Are You Hungry's initial funds will be spent on these 3 aspects. First, the equipment. To support operation, Are You Hungry will design a powerful and efficient database system, demand predict system. Second, the labor cost. For reducing the labor cost, students are the main employees who are provided chances to do the part-time jobs. Third, the rent of the shop. Although Are You Hungry is an online store, kitchens, receptions, and the places for employees to rest are still needed. How this special restaurant earns money is a good question. The profits consist of 2 different parts. They are, first, product revenue. The 30% of every course sale price is going to be collected as profits. Second, advertisement revenue. Are You Hungry plans to offer an advertisement corner for the online business companies. Once they have got 1 click from Are You Hungry's website, 30p will be charged. Then let's talk about the partnership. Are You Hungry will make partnership agreements with 2 groups. Suppliers, which consists of the farmers and the fishers, and various student society, for example, the student unions. The last part is about the strategy. In the next 3 years, Are You Hungry is going to operate another 3 branches in London, Manchester, and Sheffield.
Then I will explain the potential strategic value of information technology to Are You Hungry. Information technology would bring 6 advantages. Firstly, the system helps us predict the stock amount according to the customer's preferences. Therefore, unnecessary waste and shortage can be avoided. Secondly, the automatic record stock reduces labor cost, and suppliers are able to get up-to-date order form. Every day, the system will record daily consuming data and check the stock automatically. Then the amount of residue materials would be listed, after which the new item needed would be calculated and sent to suppliers. Overall, stock management cost is reduced largely, since there is no need to employ extra staff to manage stock. Moreover, by showing the best sequence of cooking, the system enables customers to set their satisfying delivering time. As a result, the meal is always delivered at best taste, hence customer satisfaction is better met. Furthermore, the integration of delivering address helps AYH to save the delivering time. The system can classify the destinations and enable us to complete many delivery missions all at once. Therefore, the delivery efficiency is improved and less cost both in terms of labor and transportation. Besides, the convenient service leads to higher retention. The system could track and record customer preferences. If in urgency, customer could quickly select based on previous selections. The higher the retention, the higher the profits. Finally, various after-service methods would bring more loyal customers. Specifically, the total ordering frequency and amount of customers will be recorded, which is used to rank them into 4 types of membership: common, copper, silver, and golden. As the frequency and amount change, their level of membership would vary, and different vouchers would be provided to encourage more purchases. For service perfection, the system will collect and analyze feedback so that we can tackle problems immediately. By continuous improvement, our customer satisfaction remains in a high level.
The next part is about selection issues. Information officers need to carefully consider managerial and technological issues when selecting hardware, software, and the information system. Basically, we expand the 9 components of total cost of ownership model to make analysis. For hardware, the type, number, quality, and features should be considered. For software, the off-the-shelf software is sophisticated but contains utilized sectors. The cloud computing is cheap, yet is not suitable for further development. Thus, we decide to invest in bespoke software to better suit our demand predict system. In terms of infrastructure, Though ERP is very helpful and commonly used, we will not buy it for the first few years due to the high prices. But as for updating and maintenance, the investment cost cannot be saved. Moreover, despite that support will be required from the designing team, necessary training for all the staff is still essential. To make risk management, a good backup plan with proper device will help to overcome unexpected breakdowns. Lastly, our selections must be within the space and energy limitation. When it comes to other considerable issues, we need to ensure security. Antivirus and firewall will be applied to prevent malware and hacker. Password and fingerprint authentication are needed when accessing to confidential data. Furthermore, our decisions should be legal and not harmful to the environment. Most importantly, the website should be user-friendly. To increase competitiveness, we applied the competitive force model for IT infrastructure to evaluate the selections.
Okay, now I will introduce our database design and ER diagram. The ER diagram shows an interactive relationship among the 14 entities. Before the ordering process, customers need to create a personal account to upload basic information such as name, telephone number, and address. By registering and logging, customers are able to order meals on the ordering page with brief introduction and attractive pictures. Each order will be recorded into the database with customer order ID, date, and location. Customers can click by several steps on raw materials, taste, and cooking method to calculate different types of dishes. Once order confirmed by customers, kitchen staff will immediately receive the order list and prepare to cook, and then deliverers will dispatch the meals to customers. After one-day operation, stock staff need to check the excess inventory for different items based on automatically stored records, and the inventory orders will be reported to manager and sent to supplier under authorization. Also, there are some relationships between those entities. For example, AYH plans to provide benefits with customers according to their account level. At a fixed period, one specific type of benefit will be given to one-to-many personal account of a specific level. On the contrary, a personal account in a level such as Golden can only receive one type of benefit. The relationship between customer order, item, and dish is more complicated. AYH enables customers to match dishes at their preference without any limitation. Thus, customers can order one-to-many items as raw material in one customer order, and one dish can be made up by one-to-many items, whereas one specific item only belongs to one customer order, and one specific raw material can only be a part of one dish. So, adding item as an entity can break the many-to-many relationship between customer order and dish.
In this part, I'm going to explain our SQL query. Every day, huge amount of information will be recorded in the database. By using SQL query largely provides management and staff with convenience in operation. The first example of SQL is related to quality complaint. When customers provide their invoices to complain the food quality, using SQL query can simplify the searching process and easily find others' detailed information. By only entering the invoice ID, customer item, inventory order, and supplier ID will be clearly displayed on the screen. Then staff can directly talk with the exact supplier and solve the problem. In reality, manager can raise information about the quality of raw material which are supplied by different companies and make better decisions in choosing suppliers. Here is the SQL query and access result. Another example is about delayed delivery. When customers make comments on the feedback to complain the late delivery, the manager can just type in feedback ID by connecting to account ID and customer order ID, and then the deliverer ID will come out. By using SQL, AYH can constantly adjust their taste, service, and management according to customer feedback and improve work efficiency. Here is SQL query and access result.
The last part is dashboard. The dashboard can show key performance indicators vividly. This is our projected dashboard. It has three main functions. Firstly, 6 measures are shown to indicate the overall big pictures of 3 categories, including internal business progress, customer perspective, and financial position. Secondly, it helps to filter specific information. For example, to make plans for future years, the manager might be interested in the overall performance of Guilford in 2017. By selecting 2017, OWL, and Guilford, we can see there is a large change on labor costs, which might be related to the fluctuation on delivery. Thus, more improvements are needed to reduce costs and accelerate delivery. Thirdly, some details might inspire actions. For instance, when looking at the information of 2017, the maintenance fee of Sheffield is much larger. By clicking it, all the data will be focused on Sheffield. We notice that labor cost will not be too high in the plan, so searching the records of other costs is required. However, though dashboard is very helpful, we should be critical when using it. To sum up, information technology would bring great convenience in management and during the operation. We believe by making the most use of the advanced system, Are You Hungry will become a leading restaurant in UK. That is the end of our presentation from Group 8. Thank you for watching.